Hello and welcome. This is my 20th video. I am Lady Calimere and welcome to my channel. Today I am doing a presentation on an herb called Asafoetida. This is one of the bottles that it comes from, as you can see. Asafoetida. This is the Asafoetida powder. This is what it looks like. I got one of these. I have a whole bunch of them. No, they were never used. So I put my... If anyone worked in the medical field, they'll know what this is. So, this is what it looks like. It's very powerful. It is... When sage is not working, when dragon's blood is not working, this is like the doomsday bomb for energy that you want to break up, if you want to use this for breaking up energy. And I will tell you, this has been a lifesaver to many people. When people have used sage, they've used different cleansing agents in their home, and the energy would not leave. They've had success with Asafoetida. In fact, they have used this in cases of severe haunting of human spiritual haunting from when a human has died, or to an entity that was never born. So, and you can call it whatever you want, a negative spirit, or if you so inclined, you want to call it a demonic spirit. Either one. If it's tormenting you, and it's tormenting pets, and it's tormenting innocent people, then it needs to be dealt with. Especially when you cannot reason with it. Sometimes spirits can be like rabid dogs. You need to get it gone. And you can literally push spirits back into their portal and close it. So this has different names, and as someone has, as I call it, and other people have called it, Asafoetida, emphasis on the ass. When you smell it, you'll know why. It smells like between like armpits, rotted garlic, rotten onions, and gym socks. And it's also called stinking gum, devil's dung. It's called food of the gods. Unguza, whatever that means. Asafoetida. It's also called hring. So if you see H-R-E-E-N-G or H-R-I-N-G, you can hring. So it's sold under that. This has been used, people like use this in some Indian cooking. So the best place where to get this is at an Indian grocery store, where you're going to pay less. Okay? You're going to see, this whole thing cost me $1.99. Now, if you go and buy it from different New Age stores, you might be paying $10.99 for this. So it comes from a plant, and interesting enough, the plant itself, it goes into blooming in the flowers, is I originally believe it was from Afghanistan, and it's cultivated in India. But the plant itself, with the roots and the stems, are hollow, and the liquid itself is not, should not be, I would not recommend it, because it could cause diarrhea, nausea, and vomiting. The liquid itself from the plant, and then causing dehydration. So that's not good. Now, yes, this can be edible, but not in large doses. I would not recommend that. Do not give it to babies or infants with colic. People have used this in their cooking, and I've used it, and it's sort of like fish oil. It's, oh, God. Not fish oil, fish sauce. Not fish oil, fish sauce. Nook Nam Kakum, which is like the first press, which is like the, like olive, what's that called? Extra virgin olive oil, so it's extra virgin. It smells horrible. It's, oh, God. But then when you cook it, oh, it makes the food smell great and it tastes great. So you'll see a lot of the Nook Nam in Thai recipes and stuff. So anyways, its element is fire and planet is Mars. Its gender is masculine. And there's a reason why it's called in devil's dung. It smells horrible. It's used a lot in hoodoo. And it's used for exorcisms. Reversing negativity to the person who sent it. And there's certain ways of doing it. Cursing. You can use this to curse. And you can get this in oil form too. There's Asafoetida oil. And they actually sell organic stuff. You can look that up on Amazon. This is for purification, cleansing, exorcism, deliverance, spells, protection. And it's also, some people use it to call upon masculine deities. And also, there's a story that a fertility god came to earth and he ejaculated and planted it and it grew into these flowers, and or that it's actually the sperm of God. And now you can use these in incense. You can burn this. The type of charcoal you want to use. Do not use charcoal that you use for cooking. Use this stuff like for hookah or... Because I'm going to tell you, if you burn indoor charcoal in your home, you're going to end up really hurting yourself. So get these. The charcoal tablets that you see, it's in there. And I have it in my little trusty incense burner. Now, other people use this. Now, okay, people use this to put in a red sachet bag or a red felt, like a red felt bag. And red felt is traditional in the hoodoo. Red felt bag was basically back in the day, was used for everything. Red felt was used for love, protection, even hexing. So, but what they would do is, and one of the things that you can do is use it as an amulet to keep the police away. But also you can put it in your red felt bag to keep everyone away. Oh my God, the odor of this is bad. And when you burn it, it's worse. It intensifies. But I'm used to it. Also, another thing that you can do is actually deactivate things. So if someone leaves a trick on your door, that means like a curse object by your door, don't touch it. Use tongs. And you can use this to deactivate it. But as in some cases, as what's his name? Scott Cunningham in his book said, pour root oil in it and burn it. That's if you can burn it. And not everyone has access to root oil. You'll have better access to Asafoetida. Now, you can also deactivate if that is your intention, is to deactivate your magical tools. And you can literally go up to someone's altar if you want to be a mean bitch. Okay? And I did this to someone. I literally deactivated their altar and all of their stuff. Because, yeah, they did something really nasty to me. Hurt my cat. Won't put up with that. So, yeah. Well, other measures were taken. Not going to get into it. Legal. But, anyways, it's used for that. You can also use it to deactivate your tools if you're getting rid of it and you don't want your energy on things. And also, if you want to banish someone, you can use this by itself and burn it But also, some people will recommend that you use, you can use a banishing incense. So let's burn this. You could sprinkle it. You could put this on, because I don't want my kids to come here and stuff. Ooh. Woo-wee! That stinks. Some people literally just throw up at the mention of this. It's so bad. But however, this is so useful. And you can, okay, the liquid itself, when it comes out of the plant, it actually has sulfur content. Yes. It actually has, like, oh, sulfur is bad for you, isn't that? Eggs, the yolk. So anyways, that's why you want to use it like in powder if you're going to cook with it. I know people have, I was told by an herbalist that in India, they put it in a little bit of water and they drink it to help with parasites. Again, if you're going to use it for any medicinal reasons, please contact a physician. Make sure that it's not going to go against, make you sick, or contact a nutritionalist, or if you know what you're doing, or if you want to try it, then you're on your own. But remember, always remember to take your medicine as directed. Also, now you can use this to banishing, and in hoodoo, they would do it, and they would call out their name and say, "Be gone, you." You know, be gone, name of, you know, in the name of, well, in hoodoo, they may use, if they're Catholic, a saint, or if they're Protestant, just like in the name of Jesus, or you can use the name Yeshua, which I think has more power because it's Aramaic, and he was Syrian. He spoke, if you look at the story, Syrian Aramaic, so his name was Yeshua. So in Hebrew, Yeshua. Anyways, off that subject, if you're not into that, you can use your, like saying, an Naresh Gigal, I banish you. In the name of Akati, I banish you. So, also, what is cool is that you could take, like, this is good for getting rid of bad luck, a streak of bad luck. Good for removing any negativity. And it literally will not just remove the spirit, it can remove the hooks it put on you. It can help literally remove that and remove its negative imprint. Sort of like if I touch this, right? Okay, you don't see anything, but if they fingerprint it, they can get my fingerprints. You know. So it's like that. It will help remove its, those negative recordings. Now, if you're on a bad plot of land, you're going to have to do cleansing. And you have to be careful how you cleanse, because if you cleanse the wrong way, you can literally push in spirits. So you want to go from the back of your home to the front, you know, have some windows open, demand to get out. And always remember, once you banish things, you know, nature's going to fill it in with something. So you better fill it in with something you want, like happiness, prosperity, love, peace, right? And always keep your wardings and protection up. But in some places, if you must live in some place and the land is bad, you're going to have to continue with those cleansing, or you're going to have to move. You know, it's just no way about it. So you can say, use this for hexing. You can use the oil for hexing. I don't have the oil. I'm going to probably order it. I used to have oil, but I'm going to order real good stuff. I'm going to order the organic, because unfortunately with COVID, some police people are just liquidating their stuff, and it's real sad. But anyways, like, you can use this for destruction of your enemies. You can pour it onto hexing dolls, or put it inside. Even if it's not the oil, you can put the powder in with other nasty things like dried scorpions or dead spiders and spider webs and thorns and all gnat and sulfur and noxious stuff, and sew it up and whatever. Another thing is that you can use this for putting in banishing powders for an extra oomph to it and get rid of that negativity, you know. So I've used this for many, 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 many years. I recommend this for people. And I recommend, if you're working with the spirit board, have this handy right next to you. And make sure you have this available, especially if you're a medium or you're a channel or you attract spirits. Because I hate it when something comes in and I'm like, where's my Asafoetida powder? So make sure it's right there. Have your charcoal burn it and say, oh yeah, MFer, get the hell away from me. So some people do get a little bit of a headachy from this. Because it's, you don't want to pour it all over. Just do what I did. Look, sprinkle. That's it. And you can put the cover on. But if you need to, you can really smudge. And you can smudge yourself. You can smudge things. You can smudge your crystals. Paul Barrow actually wrote in his book that, and actually other people have associated this incense with a tarot card called the Devil. And one of the things that you could do is burn this. And, like, you know, learn to really meditate on this, on the mysteries of the Devil card. And to learn about it. And also, while you're doing that, you can also burn it and see what you're attached to. What is bringing you down? What are you attached to that is hurting you? And learn how to just detach from it. Maybe it's a person. Maybe it's a place. Maybe it's a thing. It could be you're too attached to money or too attached to negative people in your life. So, and also Paul Barrow in his book, Magical Herbs. I don't know if it's still available, but he associated with a black diamond. And you could, like, use this to cleanse your diamond, black diamond, put black diamond with it. But I don't have a black diamond, so, but people have used, oh, you can use this to call the male god, the male fertility god, and I don't, personally. But, you know, whatever floats your boat. So, you can use this, say, with banish. You get a black candle or a black cat candle, especially with bad luck. And what you want to do is put, like, unjinxing oil. And you can roll this in some of the powder. And just, you know, you want to just, depend how stinky you want that candle, and then light it. Okay? So another thing is that you can get a black candle, put black arts on it, or if you don't have black arts and you just have the Asafoetida oil and have this, that's fine. You can rub it in this, so Asafoetida oil, rub it in this powder, you know, call upon, as in hoodoo, oh, the devil, or you could say, well, I call, say, in the name of Santa Muerte, La Niña Negra, the black robe, to curse someone. And also, like they say in the banishing, call out their names 3 times and command them. Now, you want to be commanding with the spirits. You have to show them who's boss. Okay? You have to show them who's boss. This is wonderful. I'm telling you. Witches, magicians, occultists, get this today. And it's like I said, this cost me $1.99. And it's considered a food product, so if you do have food stamps, hey, you can use your food stamps with this if you use food stamps. And I know a lot of people are using it now because of COVID and being out of jobs, so you say, well, I don't really have money. I'm relying on food stamps. Okay, Go to the Indian grocery store, get this with your food stamps in. You know. But for me, I always have to have it. Always. And I'm just showing you what it looks like. And I handwrite this. It's like the nuclear bomb. We'll get rid of ghosts, nasty enemies, and entities. So you can say, well, you know, what about my consecrated stuff? If you really have to burn a lot of it and you're concerned about it, you can always put a cloth over it. Okay, I don't worry about it because I'm not going to go to my altars and burn it there. However, you know, after like I had like my ex and I got rid of him, I pretty much Asafoetida bombed the place to get rid of him. Go, just go. So that's what it's good for. And like I said, not only pushing into these back into portals, but literally closing it. So also another thing is if you buy an antique, but then also it's like, you know, maybe I should sage it. And you can ask Asafoetida to get, just in case, because sometimes spiritual entities attach themselves to things. And then you bring it home, and then you bring a whirlwind of hell. You open a whole world of hell for yourself. So sometimes antiques, you know, spirits seem to be attached to it. They do not, their energy is attached to whatever was going on. So, you know, with me, with the Ouija board, when I use it, I always have this. And after my session, I cleanse the place with this, and I cleanse the board. And that's a whole thing onto itself, so I'm not going to get into the Ouija board. Can this be used to help you make gopher dust? Well, gopher dust has different ingredients. I've seen people make, you know, a whole bunch of it, or it's just sometimes just graveyard and patchouli. And sometimes, like, people didn't like to add a little bit of sulfur to it. Some people said they've added this to it, and it worked. So you can use this. People have used this as a ward they would put it in like a bag to avert, to protect themselves from a contagious disease. But nothing like washing your hands helps protect you. And socially distancing sometimes when you're sick. But like I said, you know, just use common sense. And, you know, I'm not sure if this is going to work to keep certain things away from you, like a bacteria or something. But again, I've never used it for that. But I read up on it, so if it works, it works. I got a cat coming. I gotta cover this. I do not need my cat burned. So, again, and thank you for watching. And if you like this video, give me a like, subscribe, and share the video with your friends and family. So thank you for watching, and feel free to you know, look up Asafoetida. Beautiful altar cloth. I just got it in. Blessed be.